Time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news here on KALH, weather always comes first. Heavy rain potential is going to pose a flooding threat across areas of central and southern Florida over the next few days. Scattered severe thunderstorms may produce several gusts, large hail, and heavy rain across portions of the central and southern high plains into the northern Great Plains. Closer to home, rainfall amounts are going to be the highest in the higher terrain of southwestern New Mexico, but generally under half an inch. Lower amounts around 1/10 to 1/5 of an inch are likely across the lowlands, and a few unlucky spots will not get any rain at all. Warmer conditions are expected next week, with temperatures likely to exceed the 100-degree mark.
Every summer, it happens, again and again. A parent steps away for just a minute, but that minute can turn deadly. On a hot day, the temperature inside a parked car can soar by 20 degrees in just 10 minutes. Even with the windows cracked, the heat builds fast, becoming a deadly trap for a child. Children's bodies heat up 3 to 5 times faster than adults. Heat stroke can begin when a child's body reaches 104 degrees. At 107 degrees, it can be fatal. Last year alone, 24 children died in the U.S. from being left in hot cars. Each one preventable. Never leave a child in a vehicle, not even for a minute. Look before you lock. This message is brought to you by the Alamogordo Fire Department and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Protect kids, prevent tragedy.
We'll have another look at the weather following this news.
This is range control with roadblock information. Roadblocks are subject to change without notice. Highway 70, Highway 380, Highway 54, Owen Road, Nike Avenue, and War Highway are scheduled to remain open all day.
Nearly every New Mexico county and the cities of Santa Fe and Albuquerque are in hot water with the federal government. The Department of Homeland Security released a new list of communities they say are deliberately and shamefully obstructing the enforcement of federal immigration laws. Albuquerque Mayor Tim Keller spoke with KOB.
We're a non-disclosure city, and that legally is very different and very defensible. And so we were expecting this and frankly aren't too particularly worried about it.
Keller seems blissfully proud, does he not? Dozens of other states are on the list created to identify what they call sanctuary jurisdictions. Initially included on that list, Otero and Lincoln counties. The Department of Homeland Security says they determined that by things like compliance with federal law enforcement, information restrictions, and legal protections offered. County Commissioner and Republican Chairwoman Amy Barella.
I am calling in today to reiterate my support of the resolution that was passed in 2019 declaring Otero County as not a sanctuary county. It was signed February of 2019, to be specific. I was not a county commissioner during that time, but I do stand in full support, and that resolution is in effect today. It has never been reversed. Know that we are listed on the DHS website as being a sanctuary county. I do not know how that happened. Obviously, we will get to the bottom of that.
After independent news stories broke, pressure began with public outrage, and pressure was then asserted from a National Sheriff's Association that said the list of non-compliant sheriffs could severely damage the relationship between the Trump administration and law enforcement. 4-year-old to 5th grade Discovery Camp will be going on at Sunset Hills Elementary. Admission to this program is free and transportation's available. Breakfast and lunch is provided from June 23rd through the 27th from 8 a.m. until noon. Get ready for an unforgettable adventure where art, history, and STEM collide. Through hands-on projects, creative challenges, and thrilling discoveries, students will unlock the secrets of the past, dream about tomorrow, and bring learning to life. AlamogordoSchools.org. Well, today is Monday. That means we get a pup date from Animal Village NM.
Hi, this is Sunny Arif, asking you to help Animal Village NM to end the suffering before it begins. What if you, just you and your family, could stop a lifetime of suffering with just one act of kindness each month? This is Animal Village NM, and we urgently need your help. New Mexico has the highest rate of pet abandonment in America. I'm going to say that again. New Mexico has the highest rate of pet abandonment per capita in the country. And with more than 1 in 5 pet owners living below the poverty line, many loving families simply can't afford hundreds of dollars to spay or neuter their pets. What happens when they can't? in your community? One pair of unaltered cats can lead to over 11 million descendants in just 9 years. I'm going to repeat that also. One pair of unspayed, unneutered cats can lead to over 11 million cats in just 9 years. One pair of dogs, more than 67,000 puppies in just 6 years if left unaltered. Each year, thousands of those innocent lives are abandoned, abused, or simply destroyed in kill facilities. More than 135,000 pets are surrendered to kill shelters annually in the United States. And that doesn't begin to count the suffering in rural and reservation areas where shelters don't even exist. Kittens and puppies are handed out for free in front of stores or online, unvaccinated, unsterilized, and vulnerable, doomed to repeat the same tragic cycle. That's why prevention is everything. Since 2007, Animal Village NM has provided more than 10,000 low-income spay and neuter surgeries, breaking the cycle before it begins. But the need is overwhelming and growing fast. $200 a month in your donation funds one full surgery. $100 a month helps cover half. And $35 buys a bag of pet food to help keep families together. You can also help by donating gently used shoes. Our year-round Shoe Us Your Love campaign raises $1,000 for every 2,500 pairs collected. Check our website, animalvillagenm.org, to see the locations. We also need volunteers for events, projects, and registration days, and we're actively seeking board members with heart and vision. We also need you to visit animalvillagenm.org today. Every dollar, every shoe, every hour makes a difference. Because they love us, animalvillagenm.org.
News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
From basic to advanced computer repairs, it's GalacticGeeksPCRepair.com. Local business owned and operated by Greg Gutierrez, available for on-site work from 9 to 6 daily. Installations, upgrades, even virus repair. For information, email Greg at GalacticGeeksPCRepair.com. Google IT support, professionally certified.
Hi, it's me, here to tell you about AlamogordoTownNews.org. This is Otero County's #1 source for local news, sports, and community. Quite frankly, AlamogordoTownNews.org is the big LES news service online. AlamogordoTownNews.org is a Second Life Media affiliated company.
Bloomfield Chief of Police Philip Francisco announced yesterday that Bloomfield police officer Timothy Ontiveros died from injuries sustained after being shot during a traffic stop. Ontiveros was shot in the neck and shoulder by 58-year-old Dennis Armenta. A fellow officer returned fire, killing Armenta. Ontiveros was then taken to University of New Mexico Hospital, where he received treatment.
Really sad and disheartened on the kind of events that happened with Officer Ontiveros' injuries. Valiant effort was made to, bring him back and recover from his injuries, but unfortunately he lost that battle today.
Francisco speaking with KRQE.
He was a very likable person. He was very calm, very approachable. Actually, he'd only been with our department for about 6 months. In that time, he got accommodations from citizens about his demeanor, how professional and approachable he was.
He'd also worked previously with the Farmington Police Department and worked as a volunteer firefighter with the Aztec Fire Department since 2017. Funeral arrangements have not yet been made. Search and rescue crews recovered the body of a Kirtland Air Force Base airman last week after he drowned at Elephant Butte Lake. People were quick to respond, calling Elephant Butte deadly and dangerous. New Mexico State Parks boating manager for Elephant Butte, Erica Baker, told KOB that it can be.
It's a very high-stress job on the water.
Baker says there's been 12 drownings at the lake in the last 10 years, and they all had one thing in common. None of the people who drowned were wearing life jackets.
A life vest here in the water, anywhere in the water, is going to be your lifeline.
Baker is just one of 2 boating officers who patrol the 40-mile-long lake, and it can make for some chaotic days, especially during the holiday weekends, so she's asking visitors to take matters into their own hands and wear your life jackets. State law requires people under the age of 12 to wear one on a moving boat. Everyone's required to wear one on any type of flotation device, including canoes, kayaks, paddleboards, and rubber rafts. Another risk beneath the water is the undercurrent from the Rio Grande. The river feeds into the north side of Elephant Butte, and that can make the waters rough in the main channel about 20 feet below the surface. Baker says if you get to the lake without life jackets, you can head to the visitor center to get one. They have a life jacket donor program where visitors can be fitted for a life jacket to borrow. You simply drop it off when you're done. Problem drinking among women is on the rise, according to the National Institute of Health, and New Mexico is no exception. Roz Brown filed this report.
In the past 2 decades, women have had larger increases in alcohol-related emergency room visits, hospitalizations, and deaths when compared to men. In addition, experts in alcohol abuse say there's been an increase in binge drinking among women over the past 5 years. Stacy Martin with the Santa Fe Recovery Center says they see similar trends.
The majority of people we serve, regardless of gender, come in with alcohol-related issues. Often that's accompanied by other substances. But what people don't understand is that deaths related to alcohol outpace all other drugs.
May is observed as Women's Health Month, and health experts encourage women to prioritize their well-being. They recommend adult women of legal drinking age limit their alcohol intake to 1 drink or fewer each day. New Mexico has consistently had the highest alcohol-related death rate in the nation, exceeding the national average by a significant margin. Martin says in general, only about 11% of women with a substance abuse disorder receive treatment. That's often because they are responsible for children, whether married or single, and logistically or financially don't have the resources. She says they also fear that by admitting the problem, their children might be taken away from them.
In most states, if a woman is seeking treatment and there's not a history of or signs of child abuse, there are no consequences, but the stigma is very real and fear factor is very real.
United Healthcare's Chief Medical Officer for Women's Health, Dr. Lisa Saul, pointed to how alcohol is marketed toward women these days.
Terminology like it's wine o'clock, mommy juice, those sorts of things have really normalized the consumption of alcohol in ways that we didn't really see before.
Alcoholics Anonymous says 38% of their clients are women, and the proportion has been rising in recent years. The NIH lists alcohol addiction resources on its website, Rethinking Drinking. I'm Roz Brown reporting.
My question is, who are these so-called women of which they speak? I mean, after all...
What is a woman?
I don't know. That one's hard.
What is a woman?
Does it really matter?
So could I be a woman if I wanted to be?
Yes.
A woman is a person who identifies as a woman.
I'm just saying. In 2009, Josh Rogers and his brothers wanted to do something meaningful in the name of their mother, who passed away due to pancreatic cancer. 16 years later, Polly's Run has grown from 50 participants to 750. To date, they've raised over $500,000 for pancreatic cancer research at the University of New Mexico Comprehensive Cancer Center. Rogers, who is the race director, spoke with KOAT.
You look at all the purple tents that we have here, those are 16 families that are here today to support a loved one or in memory of somebody that has passed from pancreatic cancer. And so this event really has turned into a community event because everybody has embraced it as this wonderful event to remember the ones we've lost to pancreatic cancer or support the loved ones that we still have with us that are here today.
Rogers says the family stays in close touch with the Cancer Center, where they have an endowment that has gotten all the proceeds from Polly's Run since the beginning. This year alone, they raised over $100,000. Those that couldn't get to the run but still want to make a donation, visit pollysrun.com. Your Crazy Radio spot-on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for partly sunny skies. There's a 50% chance of showers and storms. New rainfall amounts between 1/4 to 1/2 inch expected. Winds gusting up to 28 miles per hour. Mostly clear tonight. Winds gusting up to 24. Sunny skies tomorrow. Your high today in the basin, 80. Low tonight of 61. High tomorrow, 87 degrees. In Cloudcroft, mostly sunny skies today with an 80% chance of showers and storms. New rainfall amounts between 1/4 to 1/2 inch expected. Winds gusting up to 29 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies tonight with a 20% chance of showers and storms. Winds gusting up to 28. Sunny skies tomorrow. Your high today in Cloudcroft, 61. Low tonight of 44. High tomorrow, 67 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.org, and learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting kalhradio.org. Also check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. And that concludes today's edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.